Welcome back to episode 11 of Goats of Saltmarsh. Right now, I believe we are picking up from where we left off last time. Um, Dave, would you care to do the recap? Or you can
Yes,
choose another person if you'd like to, but
I tried to do a very cool musical thing and it
oh,
stopped halfway into it, so
Oh
I
no.
won't do it this week apparently.
oh,
Well,
Hello.
do it anyway.
Hello, it's me. My name's Dave. Hi. Previously on Dutchman's and Dragons, we the boat I think is really all we did.
Yep.
We made our way through some lower levels of the Emperor of the Tides.
waves.
Waves. Emperor of the Waves. While we're down there, we got attacked by a couple like barnacle boy ship zombie things, and eventually found our way to the lowest level of the ship in the bilge, where we found a strong box that we made off with, but in our escape the ship was attacked by a kraken and swallowed beneath the waves. But we made it back to Saltmarsh with the strong box. We have not been able to open it yet. But we went to go see Anders?
Yeah.
Yes. Anders. And that's where we are now.
And
Very
on
nice.
our way out of the ship, we thought we made a new friend, but turned
No.
out
Some of
He
us
was
thought we
not a
made a new
friend.
friend, but some of us were like, he's bad.
he was very bad.
Killed him anyway. Didn't matter.
Yep.
We killed our frenemy.
He was not a nice guy.
There's the whole thing about that. He thought that the Kraken was sent to kill him because he was an agent of Tharizdun, and so apparently there's someone opposed to Tharizdun that is strong enough to command a Kraken, or at least a large octopus.
It was totally a kraken.
Is what Anders maybe thought it was.
It was totally a kraken.
Yeah, Anders wasn't there. He doesn't know. He doesn't
Right.
see what we saw.
You
This
don't
is like
know,
every
man.
sailor who swears that they saw the Loch Ness monster.
Yep.
When everyone's like, "Nah, it's probably this."
Yeah. And and you leveled up, so you are all.
And we
level
leveled up.
5.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Everyone.
I am a Rogue 3 Fighter 2.
Nice.
Straight Barbarian 5.
Sweet. What did you do, Marvin? Are you straight monk?
Yep.
All right.
What
Monk,
cool
monk.
things do you get at level 5 of a monk?
I got an extra attack,
Nice.
and I also got a chance to stun.
Ooh, yeah.
So hard that
That thing is
It's like,
nice.
huh?
Matt's gonna end up hating that. I like
Well, I
it.
just have to, increase the AC then, on the baddie. So not too big of a deal. But yeah. Anyway, so you brought that lockbox to Anders for him to open up. Then, since you were unable to find a way to open it up. If it's all right with you, I'll probably just fast forward to that time there, since that's at that point, that's kind of where that's really the next, shall we say, step in this. So we'll just fast forward from there. You
Sorry, I
are
missed what you said you were fast forwarding to.
Yeah. So basically, I'm just going to fast forward to when he has the box unlocked.
Got it.
He invites you all to join him at the town council.
Cool.
So, point in time, he will be.
Hey, we're all back.
Yeah.
As I walked in, I grabbed another piece of fruit out of the bowl.
Excellent. just I went and changed the person out there. I don't know. She just kind of seems like I just moved you out there so you can see, but I just feel like she
Nice.
just seems like the perfect type of a person to be like, like
Yep.
judging you each time you take the piece
Yep.
of fruit.
I can see her glaring over her glasses, but not saying anything. But I
Right,
know
just
she
like,
doesn't approve.
Is she a real librarian type?
Yep.
she really is. Yeah, you can move out there and see her if you want, but
Which way is she?
just to the left there. Just see the
Oh yeah,
door
she's perfect.
there. Yeah. But anyways, so okay,
She
cool.
hates it.
So yeah, you join Andrews at the town council meeting, and at this point in time here, Gellin will be like, "All right, Andrews, we're all here. What did you call us here for?" Well, friends, I've long had suspicions that the Sea Princes had a contract with within Saltmarsh that allowed them to go by unseen, um, mainly in the trafficking of Saltmarsh residents. Heard the Emperor of the Waves was spotted adrift in the Southern Sea. I admit I had doubts of its existence, but I knew that there may be secrets aboard the ship if it did exist to come to light. I was right. It was a Saltmarsh here to sail out to the ship and see what they could uncover. It appears that the ship was perhaps in control of cultists these many years and was not lost at sea. Or I should say, it was not wrecked at sea, though it was lost. Aboard the ship, it seemed to become attacked by a sea creature. A giant octopus is most likely, but suspicions of a
It was
kraken
definitely a
are
kraken.
not are not off the table. However, before the party was forced off the ship, they discovered this here lockbox, and he has it there sitting on the table. And they were able to return it to me. It took a little bit of time and effort and a favor, but I was able to have it opened. I discovered the grim truth inside of it. I've examined the document and compared it many times, and have come to the conclusion that it is authentic. This document, I have the name of the traitor. That traitor is in this very room, around this very table.
Where's Galen sitting?
I pull out my great axe.
Gellin is right here.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I have my hand on my dagger. I
Okay.
haven't pulled it out.
Oh, you know what? I should change this around here. The Andrews is actually at the front of the room there. It's like should be like that there. Not really a big deal, but yeah, okay. And then, do you have anything to say in your defense? Yeah. At this point, he turns the paper out, and it shows Ida Olander signed
Oh.
on the. Ida. Everyone gasps at that. What is this real? Leander, looks out for it and examines. It does seem real. Everyone looks at Ida. She just kind of, a deep breath. Only that I did what I had to do to protect Saltmarsh.
So you kidnapped us?
Excuse me?
Were you in charge of kidnapping us?
Did not have you kidnapped. Oh, I had nothing to do with that. You see, long ago, we're ravaging the coast. Trade ships were no longer coming to Saltmarsh. The fishers were afraid to sail out for fear of the pirates. She points at you, Shen. Saltmarsh was running out of supplies and going hungry. Sent a message to the sea princes, and they agreed to meet with me. They agreed to back off of Saltmarsh and allow ships to pass by, but on one condition. They required a pillaging. To be allowed to kidnap up to 10 people per month without any consequences. Her offer was the only solution I could see. Pillaging stopped and fewer people disappeared. It was a success. The only people that disappeared were just the homeless or the urchins that hung around the dock. Conscience became too much to burden, and I was about to confess when, as luck would have it, the emperor of the waves, the scourge of the seas, had a storm at sea. The knot that was in my throat for so long finally was untied at the end of the Sea Prince kidnapping, but also the disappearance of any of the evidence of my involvement. It's sorely wrong. Your sins do find you out. Anders raises a motion, or he. All those in favor of removing Ida? Everyone raises their hand. And at this point in time, Anders will call out, guards, and 2 guards will come in.
I just shake my head, just can't in disbelief.
Take her away. For
She is no better than a foreigner.
what?
I forgot.
That's true. For her crimes of involvement with kidnapping and enslavement, she will most likely be hanged. Ellen says, hanged, that's a bit cruel, would you say, for everything that she's done? The loyalists, Manistrad and Eleander, both agree that she should be hanged. And Anders, you're right, Galen, she does seem to deserve more than that, but that is the law, and the law.
Can I
You're not- Mhm.
can I roll insight on Anders? I wonder if maybe I'm suspicious of him having a council member arrested.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because Dave is, but I want to know if Gus is.
You're saying suspicious of him basically for
Yeah, like
for a nefarious purpose.
yeah, is he like removing a rival or something? I just want to
Mhm.
maybe as an insight check. I don't know if I can tell if he's like hiding a smile or anything.
Sure.
I got an 11.
Okay. No, he seems pretty grim about it.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, what was in the box again that made them
sorry.
know that
Right,
Seemed
she
like it
was...
was a document.
Yeah, it was a document that had basically kind of a thing, saying that allowed the Sea Princes, to come and to, nap people. And
And
at
it
the
was
bottom,
signed by her.
it was signed by her, and also the see if I can find it here. The one second, I have the name somewhere here that was signed on it, but why can I not find it?
And obviously she didn't deny it. She basically
She-
confessed to it.
Yeah.
I can't. Here, let me see if I can find it. There you go. Nice. Garyon Manfred.
Manfred.
Yeah, that's a good name. But yeah,
Hmm.
so he
But so she was basically saying that they were pirates.
yeah, basically as in well, so the pirates were coming and they were just ravaging on Saltmarsh and beating on them and so she went and tried to find a way to stop them from doing that. And this was kind of a solution where they would be allowed to Shanghai handful of people every so often without having any consequences then they would stop um or let ships pass and stuff like that. And oh,
Okay, but who would? Yeah, I don't know if I would know this or I have to ask someone. But like,
mm,
who would let them? Who would stop them before, and who is now letting them go? Who knew about this? Was she the only person?
I mean, seemingly, like
She was in charge
seemingly.
of the navy, or who was stopping them?
Um, I mean, it would have been right. It would have been at that point in time whoever was in charge, of like
It does
the
feel like the kind of thing that the head of the guard would have been involved in, though.
mhm,
Like,
um, right,
Like
as in
there
at that.
obviously had to be certain people looking the other way.
yeah, are
Mhm.
you suspicious of Eleander?
At this point in time, Eleander wouldn't have been involved back then.
Oh, okay.
Him and Manistrad are newly appointed.
Oh, right,
Since
because they're loyalists.
right, yeah,
Or yeah. So they were probably placed here,
yeah,
like as
exactly,
okay.
exactly. Yeah, no, this would have been a long time ago, back when in about 20 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
So this thing is still in place till this day, and that's why we got kidnapped.
Actually, well, not necessarily because that ship was the one that was kind of the one that was say given that privilege or whatever like that. And
Yeah.
as you can see,
Do
yeah.
do people go missing from Saltmarsh though? I mean, it feels like it's not a big
Oh,
city.
yeah,
Like people would probably notice if there was
right,
almost a dozen people a month getting kidnapped.
right. Back then, or definitely a lot more. Currently, not so much. You'll have
Okay. Just
you
us.
you have people coming in and out a lot more
Sure.
now. Um, yeah. hmm
Okay. Not a lot of missing posters around town though.
Yeah, no, not near as much.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just the one.
Just the
The one poster for Vosbrock.
one. Yeah.
Right.
So I guess he
That
had
very good poster.
that document in the lockbox.
Yeah.
Why? So they could eventually show someone if they needed to.
Guess so.
Yeah, pirates have their own code, but they like actually have a lot of like structure to it. It's very cool, or at least in our world. But I don't know about in
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons. But I was gonna ask something, but I forget. Sorry, never mind.
Okay. Elander will ask about said that the ship was overtaken by cultists. Um, any idea of which cult they belong to?
Oh,
Yeah, and it'll be like, oh,
Yes, us.
well, I wasn't sure, as in, if that's something you wanted to answer, you can answer it if you'd like. Otherwise, I'll have editors answer it for you. Um,
I have a real quick question, Matt. I
yeah,
I don't think that I realized this before.
uh-huh,
That Eleander and Manistrad were loyalists to the king.
sure.
Is anyone else a loyalist
You're saying on the
on the
council?
council?
No, it would just be them two.
Okay.
It's then Ida, Galen would both be traditionalists.
Yeah.
And then Andrews is kind of like the tiebreaker between the two.
hmm
Um, he's maybe shared this to you before, but he was born in Saltmarsh, but then he went to school in Keoland.
Yeah.
And then so he can see, he's kind of like that. He has the fondness for Saltmarsh, but then he also has, he was in Keeland and kind of has like the
Mhm.
education there and stuff like that. So he sees both
Sure.
sides.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, Gus doesn't pipe up if I like any questions personally.
Andrews will say that he also discovered in the lockbox, he found um, looks like to be a logbook from um, from the people from the crew or from the captain of the ship. Um, um, yeah, a journal saying that the ship survived the storm and landed on an island. And they've one of the most prominent features was a 50-foot high obsidian obelisk that appeared to be many years old and was marked with sign of a jagged spiral.
Okay.
It appears that the crew did the best they could to fight off the cultists, and but it seemed like the cultists on the island slowly overtook the ship, and very possible that the zombies that you would have seen, on the ship there, like would have been original crew members.
Mm.
Mm,
From like 20 years ago.
Exactly.
part of the crew, part of the ship.
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay.
So,
Maybe we could go investigate that island, see what's going on there.
Anders says, "I know this might be rather soon, but upon reading this, I had sort of an inkling to know that this would probably happen. I've actually, I've invited someone here to join us, someone that I think could make make a valuable addition um, to the town council. Um,
Is it me?
he, yeah, or no, just kidding.
I'm honored. Thank you. I put my feet up on the
um,
table.
um, at this point here, they'll say, now that Ida used to be the one that was um, and with that, Gellin says, well, I believe now that with Ida gone, it is perhaps only natural that the second in command here assume her role. At this, the others disagree and appoint Anders. And because, he is overruled, so Anders will become the head of the town council. And as I was saying before, he introduces to the room. This is Arabella Blackbar, is a lifelong resident of Saltmarsh and has recently taken over her father's prominent fishing fleet since his passing. I believe she'll be able to fill the void left by Ida. But of course, I will ask the or ask the council for their vote in agreement, and everyone, you know, agrees to it, and she becomes um, next council member.
Shandy, you know her?
Mm,
I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna, you probably would know of her. Like you obviously sell, I think, to Mabe usually.
yeah.
That's correct. Um, she would probably be, someone that would also, sometimes you would probably sell to her, through Mabe and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, I've seen her about.
Well, I'd say we're in a pretty sweet spot to be good friends with the head of the council and at least have an introduction to another member.
Yeah. You're saying as far as having Anders introduce you to her?
No, I mean Shen,
gotcha.
but yeah, Anders
gotcha.
too.
Yeah. Anders will, make a motion over to you. Arabella, I believe you haven't had the pleasure of meeting I don't know under circumstances, but
She's a robot. Kill her.
Discord.
Uh-oh. It's everybody this time.
Hello,
Hello, I am a robot. Uh-oh.
Hello?
Is it better? Are we back?
Yes. Yes. I
Nice.
attack Arabella because she's obviously brought a curse on the house.
happened.
And
Why
I
is
am
Dave
just
attacking someone.
I'm attacking Arabella because she's cursed us all.
Right? Did you
So
not
I
hear
do a
that
total
Discord was
of
broken for a minute?
31 damage.
I'm guessing, was that for everyone? Everyone
Yeah,
I
roboted
couldn't
out
hear a
there?
word you were
Okay.
saying.
Yep.
Okay, that was
for
weird.
everyone.
I could it was like talking us and like when us and I heard Dave say, "All right, attack," and I think did Eddie say kill or something? And I'm like, "Oh no, what happened?"
I said, kill her, she's a robot.
Oh, that's great.
It's bad luck to bring a woman on board a ship, and it's bad luck to have a woman on a council.
Racist
Good to
and
see-
sexist. What I gotta
was gonna
be.
say, good to see that you're a
Right.
traditionalist to the
And
core.
Core hates people that are left-handed.
Right.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, no, yeah, he introduces you to her, and she's, oh, well, it's very nice to finally meet you. I've heard very many stories about you. I'm sure some a bit more embellished than necessary, but I hope that we can have a prosperous business venture together. Because I just made that up right there on the spot, but basically something that those lines over that line of. So
Sure.
yeah. At this point in time here, Anders will thank you for joining him, and they have a few bits of business to discuss now. What happened, and so at this point, he will,
Sure. Real quick before we go, have they given us any tasks, any missions?
They have not.
Okay. Because I don't think we have any. Okay. Maybe after the meeting we can go follow up though with Eleander, and I think we're supposed to get paid for another bugbear rug.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Owlbear.
Owlbear. Thank you.
Owlbear, the judge of that.
Oh goodness. That's a good one.
Wow.
I'm a fan. Big fan of that one, my guy.
Yeah. So, okay, cool. So, anything in particular that you would like to do now?
Not really. There's nothing I was going shopping for or anything. Personally.
I know of a place I can, you can spend hours at and pass the time without any problem.
To the tavern.
The tavern
So,
it is.
on the poster, what did it say? The
It
lost
said,
poster?
"Have you seen this man?" And then there was an arrow that said Vosbrack pointing at his face. And it
At the
said,
I was wondering. Contact Gus Tallfellow at the secret safe
"Contact
house by
Gus
the docks.
Tallfellow at the secret safe house by the docks."
Nice. It has
So
like a
we
little
should maybe
map.
we should maybe swing by there, see if there's any news.
Right.
So we swing by the safe house on the way to the tavern.
Yes. Is there anything in our inbox? There's a tiny little stick figure man with a knife. He says,
Yeah,
"I heard you were talking shit." He's just
Oh,
in the
that's
inbox. He's in the mailbox
great.
waiting for
That's
us to
great.
open it.
It's like on Microsoft, there is a little paper clippy,
Yeah.
like that. He like turns into a little stick figure. Oh, that's great.
Oh gosh.
Oh, nice. Okay, but yeah, if you'd like to go to the tavern,
Yeah, I guess, right?
Might as well.
what else do you do now? Oh, yeah, I was gonna say you got 500 gold from this last one here. So
Fadufa. Is
Nice.
that each or probably total?
no, I think we split it up last time because
Yeah,
we gave
I assume that's how we're doing it.
last-
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
because you gave the last gold piece to Oceanus.
Hey, he needs to
So
be
no-
paid
some-
too, you know?
Something for him to get by. I mean, he's really in it for the principle of it, not in it for the wealth, like some people. But
Wow. Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
to be fair, I don't really
Personal
think
attack.
I don't really think Core is actually into the wealth because I don't really think if he knows the true value of money, other than if you have it, you can get something. So,
Mhm. It's
Wow.
good to have some, but more than like 3 handfuls is just a nuisance.
yeah, I would say.
Because I haven't
I don't
ever.
know.
Usually when I buy stuff, I give them 1 handful, and then if they still don't give it to them, I give them another one, and then another one if needed. And I haven't never gone
gonna
over
say-
3 handfuls. So
Yep, that makes sense. No.
Well, we got 166 gold each.
mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, I really should get a map here for the tavern, but
There's one gold
have
piece
one.
left over, and I suggest we give it to the lady out front for all of the fruit that we've gone through.
And we already divvied that up
Work on
last
here.
time, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say we already divvied that up last
Yeah.
time. So don't go
Oceanus
out of
got the
that.
1 gold.
Yeah.
Oh, we already got paid. We don't get
Yes.
paid 500 gold.
Yorp.
No.
Oh, well.
Already added it. Take it out,
Unfortunately.
boy.
I think it's a little bit rude to just remind us that you paid us, council, but okay. Like, by the way, we already paid you, so you can leave now.
But that was just me. I was just reminding you that you had fresh gold coin in your pocket. So anything that you wanted to do,
Got
go
it.
buy drinks for everyone at the tavern or something like that.
Well, let's not be crazy. We can
Sounds
go
like
buy
a great
drinks.
idea.
We just don't have to buy them for other people.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Shen, you've been hanging out at our little dive for a while. Is there any place you'd like to go in town? Like, we usually go to the Empty Net, but you probably prefer somewhere a little less sketchy.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Normally, if I go other places, I just go by myself. So,
Okay. Sorry, my bad. I thought you had a place that you said you liked in town, like your regular.
I guess there is that other place, but I'm fine. I'm fine going to where you guys like to go.
Okay, cool. Well, let's
Alright.
go see Kreb at the
Right.
Empty Net.
Right. So yeah, you'll walk in, he'll greet you, and he'll get you, pour you a couple of drafts. There you go. Tough day, fellas.
Yeah, we did all right.
Yeah,
Killed a
pretty
kraken.
good.
Any
It's
news?
fine. No big deal. Just a kraken.
Just you said
There's only
everything.
one. The slow day out there.
Yeah, I think
Kraken.
we're gonna need a bigger boat though next time we go out.
Yep.
We're gonna need some soldiers too. These sailors kind
Right.
of dropped. We're gonna need to hire some stronger boys for the crew.
You boys saying you fought a kraken?
Yep. Killed it.
Yep.
It's dead now, so no need to worry.
Buy me another beer and I'll believe you.
Say, Crab, mind just giving me a pipe, some of your finest, and a mug of your best ale?
You got it.
Does Shen smoke?
Pretty sure everyone back then smoked.
I was gonna say a
Well,
pipe. Are you gonna sing us a song?
I was gonna say, don't you remember, Shen? You have you
Do I
should
have a
have that. You have that pipe, remember, that you got from Sandbillet.
Mm,
I'm not sure if you have it on your
right.
Oh, that
yeah.
sounds
Oh, I
familiar.
do. Never mind. So I just asked him
Yeah.
for some
Yeah.
stuff for the pipe.
But what does Shen smoke is the real question.
Well, I'm not
Good
sure.
old pipe. I think pipe weed. I think is the.
CBD oil, perhaps? We got to get us some sponsors for this podcast, Marvin.
Oh no.
This one's
That's like-
bubblegum flavored.
Krebs like, sorry, due to new Saltmarsh regulations, I can only give you menthol flavored.
You're not allowed to
Yikes.
smoke in bars anymore in Marsh.
Yeah.
There's a few
But,
dozen people who are really mad about it.
yeah.
Great
But-
salt marsh, they say.
If you do remember, Shen, the pipe that you got from Sambalet, I think you've only smoked it one time before, but it let me double check here. But it does something cool.
Oh yeah,
me-
it made like a movie.
Yeah, let me
Like-
see if I can find it here.
Like the smoke danced around and made a picture.
Yeah, what was it? It
Right.
was pretty cool. Let me see if I can find what that was.
There was something on a boat.
I think it said what I think it showed off what he was most proud of or something, or shoot. Let me see if I can quickly find it here. Oh, that's not it. Shoot. Oh, I can't find it for some reason. It was. Let's run. Go. No. I don't know why I can't find it. Last time when you smoked it, it made a I think it showed like a big fish or something like that, if I recall. Basically, I think it was like
Sounds familiar.
yeah, I think it was like some, so I think you would smoke it this time here, it might show off. Okay, Pipe of Remembrance is what it's called.
Oh, maybe it'll show the Kraken.
Yeah,
Mm,
let me take a look here.
That
be
would be extremely
unfortunate.
Okay, here we go. The smoke forms moving shapes that reenact the bearer's most impressive and heroic achievements for 5 minutes.
Cool. Oh, it's got to
Oh,
be.
it's definitely the Kraken then, right?
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
show me destroying the Kraken. Like I'll be
Nice.
wailing away at it
Mhm.
with the quarterstaff.
I mean, you hit it pretty good a couple times
You hit
too.
it a few
Yeah.
times.
Actually,
yeah.
you hit it hard
Yeah.
enough to make it stop. Nice.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, you stunned it.
looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Everyone's impressed, and Krebs like, oh, it's a neat parlor trick. A couple people passing by, you'd be all amazed at it and stuff like that.
Yep.
So, Krebs
And
gives you.
yeah. As everyone's amazed by it, I buy a round for everyone. I'm not sure how much that'll cost me, but
Well, we'll say maybe a gold piece or
All
two
right.
should be fine. Don't really know. I feel like kind of varies
Say-
sometimes.
Right,
Maybe
we'll
he
say
gets
2 gold there.
Yeah, 2 gold. The people love you, sire.
The people worship you.
Oh my gosh, I haven't played that game in forever.
Dang it! What's that from?
It's Crusader 2, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Stronghold
Stronghold
Crusader.
Crusader.
Yeah, that was a great game.
It really is.
I
I
never
want to
played
go
it.
back to it now, and it's gonna just have the jankiest controls or
Oh, for
graphics
real.
and everything. Like, oh man, I loved this when I was a kid, and now it's like playing a puzzle on the back of a cereal box.
Yeah,
I
like
I take that back. I bet it holds up pretty well. That was a good game.
yeah, that was a good game.
Remember, I think you could get. Was that the game you could add like cheat codes to it, and you could get like a car, or was that
Age of
Age of
Empires.
Empires?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you could get a Shelby Cobra with a machine gun.
Yeah.
Nice.
We would just make an army of those, and they would park. They like open the doors every time they fire the gun, and we would just park those around the town square and just watch them mow down the buildings. And when we won, it was kind of boring, honestly.
That's great. So yeah, you're enjoying a nice evening at the bar or at the tavern.
Mhm.
At this point in time here, you're having a good time. Who even knows? There might be some dancing involved, but Kreb leans in towards you and he's like, I got a message here from the man in the back there wants to talk to you. And you kind of see where he points. There's an older man in a dark robe, sitting in a booth.
A tall stick figure wearing a dark hood.
hmm He's got a bunch of pillows tucked in his robe, so we don't see that
Yeah.
he's just a stick figure.
Right, exactly. Like you go over, like he's like this robe, like you can't see his face. It's like completely dark, and then you're like, wait, like tear it down, and it's just like this black circle.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. All right. We don't have any idea who he is, do we?
No.
Don't recognize him.
Mm.
Okay. Is he like is he looking at us waiting for us to go over?
Wait, did you say he
It's
had
kind
a
of
message for us, or just that the guy wants to talk to
Sorry.
us?
Kreb,
right.
Kreb just
Strider.
had him. Yeah, exactly,
Strider.
exactly. It looks kind of like that, where he's like, the way he's sitting, he can kind of be like where he's like indirectly looking at you,
That's the reference. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that was a good question, Eddie. I didn't mean to cut you off. But
No,
did you say that there was a message, or just that the guy like?
Sorry, he had a message to tell them to go.
Oh,
to him.
got it.
The message was that he
for you,
wanted to
sir.
talk to us.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
It's like, all right, well, tell him that he can know. Okay.
Does he like me? Circle 1. Yes or no? Should we go talk to him?
Might as
What do
well.
you say, guys?
I finish downing my third ale and ask for another one, and then pick it up and head over.
Nice. You got like you take a sip and like the foam kind of like sits around, kind of makes almost you have a little foam mustache and goatee.
Yeah.
A little bit from it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you head on over there and sit down.
Yep.
Evening, gentlemen. You're asking about Voss Brack. Chris? You could
Maybe.
get killed asking questions like that.
I mean, who's telling?
You're saying, oh,
Basically
name's
asking who is who.
yeah, who he is. Gotcha. Sorry, I hadn't heard it said like that before, so yeah, okay. I was like, who's telling? You mean who's asking?
Well, he's not asking, he's
but no,
telling.
he's telling. Name's Skarbov.
And are you,
Garbov.
with this Voss Bracken guy?
I've a few jobs come my way that he's been involved with, but nothing. What do you want with him?
Well, he may have tried to kill us, so
We may return the favor.
Did you hear what I? Oh, gotcha. Sorry. Is that what you're
well, you
replying?
said that he's worked with them before, or
Yeah, he just said that he's had a few jobs come by that Jack has come through, and then he asked, "What do you want him? What do you want with him?"
yeah. And I guess maybe I should have picked my words more carefully. Maybe.
Mhm. I was gonna add. Well, how do you want to play that? I don't want to undo what you said if you want to say it.
No, I mean, is this guy here looks fairly shady himself, or
No, he kind of has like a he's an older man, and he has um kind of a kind of like a well trimmed gray beard, and you can kind of see his face looks like there's could be possible scars on it. But his clothes, they look, they're nothing luxurious or opulent, but they're
Yeah.
they're well.
I kind of feel like this might be him. Can I roll insight when he said that he's worked with him before?
Hmm?
I got a 12.
Guess what are you wanting to find out?
Well, I think that he is Boss Brack and he's being coy. So when he like maybe tells, a half truth or whatever you want to
Mm.
call it, when he says like, "Oh yeah, I've worked with him." Maybe I'm curious if he's lying about that.
True. It seems like he's saying the truth from
Yeah.
what you can tell.
Sure.
are you a friend of Voss Bracken?
Voss Bracken.
I think
Voss
it's just
Brack.
Brack.
Yeah. So
Just
I like
Brack.
I like that. I like that. Voss
It's
Bracken.
not Barak.
Barach.
Barak. Like I
Always
kept
get the
saying.
name
Voss
wrong.
Brack. Oh, Voss
Yeah.
Brack.
Yeah.
Voss Brack.
Not so much a friend as a business associate.
We heard that he was in the area, maybe working some kidnappings, and just wanted to see if he was
It's possible, but the fact is, from what I've heard, he's been retired for many years now.
mhm.
It's probably
Do you
doubtful
know
that
where
would
he
be
is?
in the game. I've heard there's a place to the east here in Eaton.
Sorry, did you say Eaton?
Sorry.
Like that's the name of a town or something?
Yeah, Eaton is like, so from on the map here you can kind of see east is actually like at the top of the map, and if you
Right.
followed up here it would
Yeah,
go
north
to
is
Eaton.
left.
Correct. Yes.
Right.
Correct. So is Eaton east of here?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that might be something worth investigating, boys.
So, where exactly does he live in Eaton?
Oh, you couldn't expect anyone to know that.
Is Eaton a port town?
Um,
Could we
let
sail
me
there, or would we need to go on the road?
let me check here to see. Oh, sorry, I said Eaton. It's Seaton. Yeah. So it's Let me see. You see. Okay, I don't think you can me show you onto here. What?
I,
Hmm?
I'm very excited about something.
What?
So
All right, I'm just going to interject in this conversation.
okay.
I I write out Skarbov in the dust with my finger, and I start like tapping letters out of order, and realize that it spells Vosbrak if you mix it up.
Wait.
And I look at him, and I say, "Oh, is that right? Is he about your age, about your height, hair about your length?"
Um, no, he's a little. Well, I guess you could say he'd probably be a little similar, though he has red hair. What are you getting at?
J'accuse. I think that he's Vosbrak.
Okay.
And I am very blunt about it. And
Okay.
I'll just ask him like, so I think that you're the guy we're searching for, aren't you?
And from what we've heard, he's much more.
Well,
How would
that's
I say it? I guess he's less scared. From what we heard, he wouldn't be afraid to, say who he is.
Mhm.
Honestly, I'm
right.
kind of disappointed. I was hoping he'd put up a fight, or you'd put up a
Well,
fight.
I'll put my hand on Kor's arm and say, well, let's not be disrespectful of this man. His reputation, it precedes him everywhere he goes. We are in a not altogether unsimilar business, and I think respect is due. Um, we just have some questions.
Cor
Seriously.
looks very confused, but shuts up.
How are you guys? Are you guys sitting at the booth across from him with him? Are you standing there? How are you?
I'd probably
Gus
be.
would,
I'd be standing, trying to look as intimidating as I can.
yeah.
Okay.
Gus stands about eye level with the table, which is not cool. So he would have gotten into the booth.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Would
probably
you
would
have?
have slid into the booth.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So about right at this time here, when you say this, when a bar wench comes over, and um, is getting drinks, and stuff like that. And he just finishes, his cup, and he sets it down, and he uh, um the tray onto you guys, and he slips out of the booth.
I
And
lost that, Matt. I
He's
lost you for a
something. What
second.
about? Yeah. What
Did you
about the
say he
tray?
did something with the tray of
basically,
drinks?
basically, he flips the tray onto you guys, and he skips out.
We chase him.
Yeah, I go running
Yeah.
after him.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you
I mean,
you go you
were
head
we
out.
all in the booth, Core? Were you in
I
there
was
too,
I was
or
standing
She was
outside,
standing
like by the
beside.
table.
Yeah, but like she was like in between, Core and him.
I was half about to make a joke that he was gonna throw a smoke bomb down and
Ooh,
disappear.
that would have been good.
Pocket
Would have been
sand.
good. Okay. So yeah, so you rush out, and you see, you think that you see him go running by, or running away. And this map here is just for fun. But
This is a great
last,
map.
yeah, I thought it was actually really cool.
Is
But
this
so like,
sorry, go ahead.
go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna to shout out a guy that I think might have done this map. Do you know who it was?
Um, does that
Yeah,
help? Nice.
Seppuku. Yeah, I don't know how he pronounces it or whatever, but I've used some of this guy's maps before. I
Nice.
thought I recognized this
No,
one. He's
it was
super talented.
Yeah, looks
true. No,
Maps
I
are
nice.
always really
have
interesting.
a couple of his. Yeah. Anyways, last time, Core, you had asked, I think it was you, or on the ship, if it was going to be a skills challenge to get off of it.
Haha.
And
So,
now it is.
exactly. So I guess
Nice.
if I can remember, that's kind of what we did. I remember doing it in Storm King's Thunder when we were chasing someone through a town. We have a
That
skills. Do we do
could
that?
be. Don't remember, honestly.
I mean, I guess from what I understand, and I probably should have looked more into this, but I couldn't really. Basically, right? I'll have you guys, act as if you're chasing him to the edge there before he can say get on a boat or something like that. Um, and if I'm correct in assuming that basically you roll, your different skills there to perform something different, in order to advance towards him.
Yep.
Sure.
And I think
Yeah,
usually
I mean,
it takes a
it's your
certain
rules, man. However you want us to do it.
yeah. But usually it's a certain number of success. Like the DC is whatever you make it. We have to roll higher than that, and a certain number of successes we win, or if we get a certain number of losses first, then we don't catch them.
Okay.
It's the basics of it.
Cool. Yes,
I guess I'll bust out the door and are you doing the thing where if we repeat skills the DC goes up?
Yeah, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea, just so that way it kind of changes things up a little bit.
Yep.
Now that Matt's a DM, I've been very excited to use this.
Ooh.
Teacher, you forgot to collect our homework.
Oh, wait, shoot. Sorry.
I think it's funny. I'm not mad. That's how I do the rules too. I'm not like complaining.
That's good.
That feels bad.
Okay.
All right. I guess what order are we going in?
Should we roll for initiative?
Yeah, I was gonna say I probably should grab you guys here.
4. Why do I
We don't
always
have
roll
tokens
shit
to select, so you're gonna have to
initiative?
just add us in. I got a 14.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, I forgot to click my guy.
Well,
Whoops.
I didn't have them loaded, so
Hey, I rolled a 4 again, so makes it easy.
nice.
I rolled the same thing.
So crap.
Okay, I didn't.
I also got the same thing.
Oh man, that's funny. I honestly didn't, but I would have taken a 23. But
2020. Cool. Okay. Trying to think. I guess in this case here, yeah. So I guess you can kind of use this map here to kind of get ideas, maybe, but not to actually maybe show a physical progression. But there's lots of cool things going on here and stuff like that. So
yep.
I don't want to tell you what to do, Matt, but
yeah, no, please do.
Maybe a way to do it is based on our successes or failures. You can show us how far we get or what we do.
Cool.
If you want to move our focus for us.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'll have you guys starting here. You just ran out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if he's smart, he'll run down south, but because we can only go like 10 more feet south, and then we're stuck. But if he's dumb, he'll turn around and run north.
I mean, at that point there, you basically have him. So. Okay. Cool. Yeah. If that, I might, need some help in this, but I think it could be kind of fun. So
yeah, very cool. Let's do it.
All right, Shen, take it away.
All right. Sorry. So I'm supposed to do a skill check.
Yeah, so basically, right, it's like, I guess if one of you if Eddie or Dave, if you want to explain, if
Yeah.
you know it
So
better,
what you'll do in a skill check is you tell Matt what action you want to take, and then he'll tell you what skill it is. So like for example, on my first turn, I'm gonna say that I just run as fast as I can, and that's probably a survival check, or maybe like I don't
Athletics.
know maybe athletics, whatever Matt says it is, then that's the skill that I roll. Or if I say I try to climb a building, then he'll say, okay, make an acrobatics or an athletics check.
Or even stuff like, and usually, again, Matt, this is, your game, but usually in a skill check, we the players get to also make up stuff that's there. So, like, do an animal
I jump
handling
on a
check
horse.
and you sick a dog on him to go try to bite him
Yeah.
and slow him down a little bit. And then you roll animal handling.
Okay, I'd like to figure out the path of least resistance to get to him.
Alright. I don't know that.
Maybe like perception. I don't know.
I gotcha. Yeah, roll a perception check. I guess that'd probably make the most sense. For
Okay.
that.
See if there's like some way I can cut him off, maybe.
You see him. He goes one way, and you go the other way, and you think, oh, nice. You'll go around that way there. But as you do, you see there's a cart there behind the building that you didn't see, and it blocks you off.
So 14 doesn't succeed.
I failed.
Okay, this is a tough one.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Should I go then?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I want to. Is he within sight?
Yeah, I would say at this point in time here, he's definitely within sight.
Okay. If I can see where he is, what I'd like to try to do is I've got some this might not be great. This probably isn't the way I want it to work. It's okay. I just want to try to chase him as fast as I can.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to think here. What would be probably the best with that? There, probably athletics, just to make sure that you can.
Okay. That's a 12. So if a 14 doesn't succeed, then I'm sure a 12 doesn't either.
I mean, honestly, I was just looking at this thing here, and it said DC 15 for moderate. I'm fine. We can make it 10. That'd be
no, man. Whatever
fine.
you want to do.
See how this goes, and if it gets too much, then we can lower
it's your world. We're just living in it.
Yeah. You'll run after him, but he turns a corner and you lose him.
Okay.
Core?
All right. Can I, since he spilled some ale on me, and that's alcohol abuse, and I will not stand for that, could I go into a rage?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah. So then, do we know how much the DC goes up by repeating a skill?
Whatever Matt says it does.
I'll say, I mean, don't worry about it. You can repeat them if you want, but you might get better success if you do something different or something like that. I don't know.
Well, I've got one that's like 4 higher than any of my others, and it's athletics.
Nice.
So I'm just going to do it again and just book it as fast as I can after him. And since I'm raging, I get advantage.
Nice.
So 21.
Very nice. Nice. You get up. Get up over there.
And you also punch somebody so your rage doesn't end.
I was gonna say, if you want to,
right.
you could smash.
I can
something
always
on the
rage
way.
again.
That's true.
Okay, cool. Shen, your turn.
Okay. I'm trying to think what's the difference between athletics and acrobatics.
I guess athletics more of a obviously strength for his dex. I guess acrobatics is if you're gonna be like jumping up onto stuff, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So I get
Athletics
blocked
is
by
gym
the.
class. Acrobatics is parkour.
Nice. There you go.
Right.
Oh, athletics is parkour.
No.
Oh, acrobatics.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to
I always
jump
think
over
of
the.
athletics as stuff you would do in gym class, and acrobatics as stuff you would do if you did parkour.
Yeah.
That's
But
actually a
I'd
really
like to
good way.
jump over the cart that's in front of me, and yeah, close the gap just by jumping over it as if it wasn't even there.
Yeah, roll acrobatics for that. Nice. So you. Yep, you make it up there. We'll jump across and you see him there popping around.
Nice.
Okay, Gus.
All right. I want to lie. I want to be very cunning and deceptive and say, I'm going to cut him off at the water, but I'm really going the other way.
I like
Nice.
it.
I shout it. Can I make a deception check for that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's an 11.
Ooh, that was so good though.
I shout it, but it's as I'm running this way, so the Doppler does not track.
Okay. Core?
Hearing that Gus said that, I'm thinking, all right, so he doesn't think there's anybody right behind him anymore, so I want to try to run stealthily so that he doesn't try to run behind boxes and stuff so he doesn't see that I'm still behind him.
Makes sense. All right. Yeah, roll stealth.
Yep.
Should lower the DC.
I mean, we're rolling like crap too. 6,
Not
6,
great.
17,
I'm just gonna
6.
rolling physical dice at home, and you're gonna believe me, right?
Oh yeah. All right, Shen.
All right. Oh boy. Trying to figure out a way I can use insight.
See if he's got a limp in one leg. He might tend to pull to the left or the right.
I was trying to figure out how to use insight too.
Yeah, can I maybe try gauging how he's running and like how he's looking to judge if he's gonna like turn left or right to see if I can
yeah, if you want to roll insight for that there, just try to discern.
Oh,
nice.
You know which way he's gonna go before he does.
Yeah, you're like left, and like he like almost on cue like turns left and starts running that way there.
Nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. Yeah, you. Whoops. Oh, that's funny. I almost. Okay, cool. Yeah. Discuss.
Okay. I want to run past a cart and like swipe a scarf that I could tie about my head and disguise myself without
Nice.
them noticing me taking it as I run by.
Kind of like
Nice.
that thing where like in movies or like on Sherlock Holmes or something, like
Mhm.
you like they're walking through and just like grab like a hat or
Yeah,
something off of very
yeah,
nice.
exactly.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
steal from a person just trying to feed their family.
unbelievable. A guard finds you and throws you in prison.
Oh boy.
Well,
Well, I
shoot.
hope I
No,
go better than that.
no, not in my game.
I
No.
was hoping I could do a sleight of hand check for that.
Yep. Go ahead.
It's a
Nice.
27.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, I'd say you.
All right. All right. I run past that cart and suddenly I look like Judy Garland with sideburns.
Nice.
You have little red shoes on and a nice little. Okay, cool. Core.
All right, I see a few people milling about in front of him where he's running towards.
Hmm?
And as intimidatingly as I can, I shout out, "Stop that man!" to try to
Nice.
intimidate them into trying to slow him down.
Stop him. It's good. It usually doesn't work in the movies, but we'll
Dang
see how it
it!
works. Yeah,
Never works.
it works. You yell out, and everyone like looks, and actually, they're almost like, "This guy, what's?" Yeah. All right, Shen, your turn.
All right. Boy, is there a way to do survival? I'd like to pretend he. I'd like to see like maybe he tries to like throw a cart in my way or like throw ball bearings on the ground, and
Nice. He has little jacks that he throws.
yeah,
No, that's good.
somehow that my survival skills kick in and
Gotcha.
I'm able to avoid near disaster.
Maybe there's like a well, maybe there's like a as you're running, you see like a couple of carts being moved about in front of you. Like maybe there you go. He goes and flips over something towards you. To try to to block your way.
Okay.
So yeah, you roll. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I see why you like
Nice.
those.
Right.
+6, +6,
Nice.
+7.
Yeah, no, you.
Okay, I got 1 +7. The next best is +3, or no, +5 still.
Yeah. No, you see it happen and go around it or not be affected by it. Yeah, you make it up there. Very nice. Okay.
I'll be back in like
Cool.
30 seconds, okay?
Sure. All right. Gus.
Question. Is there any type of thing in this world that would be like a bicycle or a scooter?
Gotcha. Ooh, there we go. There's like there could be like a wagon, kind of like a smaller wagon, like kind of maybe like a
But nothing that I
Like the
like would be
red flyer.
self-propelled.
well, I guess yeah. Well, I was trying to think maybe what would you use it for, dependingly, like.
Well, I wanted to like convince a kid to let me take his scooter, and I'll bring it right back.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a good kind of question. There, you know what? Yeah, they would have like kind of like a little, like a wooden plank with a couple of round wooden wheels nailed onto it. Yeah.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's what I
Pretty
wanted
much.
to try to do. To like
Okay.
quick, I'll bring it right back. I just need this.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll. You said persuasion. Nice.
I was thinking persuasion. Is that all right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I got a 15.
The kid looks at you and he's like, "All right." He has a ice cream cone in his hand. He's like looking and almost doesn't really mind too much.
Yeah, I'll say thank you, and tell your friends that it was me, Judy Garland.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, "Wow, Judy Garland. Sure, you can have my wooden skateboard block, my block with wheels, my wheel block." So, yeah, okay, cool. You start around the corner there. Core's
This map
lagging in
is
the
so
back
pretty.
there.
Yep.
These details are so good.
They
So
really are.
I keep running and
Okay.
wait until he looks or back over his shoulder, and just then I pretend to trip over something and fall flat on my face. But what he doesn't see is I actually just pretend and then do like a quick roll, and I'm back up and
Sweet
running
roll.
again. Just
Nice.
hopefully making him think, I fell down and there's nobody chasing him anymore, and he can slow up a little bit. So I would like to do a performance check.
Go ahead.
Oh.
To see that roll.
I clicked it. Come on. I actually fall flat on my face. I've been rolling shit these past 2 sessions. Oh, there's the other one now.
Oh wow.
Pretends to trip.
I fall over. Yeah, I actually trip, fall on my face, skid a couple feet.
That's great.
A lot of dust goes flying.
Very good performance there.
You moved.
It's very convincing.
Yeah,
Even the
like,
two of
wow.
you were fooled.
You tripped further than you ran. That's good. Okay. Okay. Shen, go ahead.
What could I do? What could I do? Yeah, might as well do this. I see a horse,
Nice.
and I try to like just jump on the back of it and like use that to follow him.
Nice. Okay. Do
Animal
animal handling.
Deckham.
Nice. Looks like you jumped on it when I was facing the other direction. So you're actually kind of taken aback. You're like, this horse doesn't have a head.
It had its
move.
It had
slap it on its butt.
Had its head. It had its head down and was drinking, out of a puddle, and its tail was up because he was taking a shit. So you caught it the wrong way.
You actually have to spend a bit of time to make sure you actually go back a little bit. Great. All right, Gus.
All right, I've given this a lot of thought in the last 20 seconds, and I don't know how this is going to work, but I want to do it, so I don't care. There's a sawhorse in front of me where someone is cutting a board, and one of the ends of the board is laying on the ground, which presents itself with a sweet ramp, and I want to jump the scooter.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna ramp it.
Nice.
Good.
And I don't know how you want me to roll it, but I will do whatever you want to jump the scooter.
Let me think here. Let's do. I was gonna say let's do religion because you need to pray you land, but no.
Yeah, no. Do you remember Tony Hawk?
Yeah.
I do a Christ air.
Let's do
That's
performance on that. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It is a 21.
Nice.
Can I do a little flip? Just a little back.
Nice.
Just a tight little backflip.
But the thing is, you're so small that honestly, you can like do a couple, and you're only like a couple feet off the ground. So you're
oh my gosh.
You're like nose, like almost like as you're going around like the one flip, it's almost like touching the ground.
Yeah, I regret being in costume for this because none of the townsfolk will know that Gus did it.
Oh man.
That's a
just-
good point. They're like, wow, Judy Garland's
Judy
awesome.
Garland's amazing on a scooter. What can't she do?
Yeah, I can't wait for Judy Garland Pro Skater to come out.
Jody Garland Underground is my favorite in the
Oh,
franchise.
nice.
Dear.
Oh, that's great.
Judy Garland Underground.
That's great. Okay, sweet. Yeah, so yeah, you progress up to there. Then yeah, you do a
Yeah,
sweet back part. Yeah,
I take
you
a
actually.
shortcut off the ramp.
Mhm.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
what I do.
Core, your turn.
Alright, so I scrape myself up off of the floor again and realize that, ow, I really hurt my arm bad when I fell. But then with my serious skills in medicine,
Oh
I
my
remember,
gosh, what is
oh wait, I don't need my arms really to run. I can still run as fast as I want to with my legs.
Oh my gosh.
Fair enough. Roll medicine.
Which it's a -1, so
Oh, that's
yes.
awesome.
Gets the credit.
Oh, that's great.
He draws on his medical knowledge as an
Uh,
action to remember that he can still run.
Apparently, it's effective. It's badly happened to him before. He's probably like, wait,
Yeah, it's incredible.
like his hands like almost falling off. Like, nope, I can still walk.
I love it. That's great.
That's great. Uh,
Skills
Okay.
challenges are fun.
Skills challenges are the best.
all right, Shen, go ahead.
I would like
Do I
to.
move up at all?
I see a
yeah.
guy. He's holding an apple, and I would like to grab it. Just like as I'm running by, just like kind of reach out, grab it, and then throw it at the
Nice.
dude.
Nice.
This
Okay.
is like Tony Hawk.
Is
You
that
Or those
like
were tomatoes,
sleight
weren't
of hand to see if I can grab the
can grab it.
apple.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, you grab it and you manage to chuck it, and it does seem to. It looks like it doesn't quite hit him, but it looks like it runs kind of in front of him, like he can kind of see it coming, and or it kind of like it whizzes past him enough that he kind of sees it there and knows that you threw it, but it doesn't slow him down too much. Gus.
All right. How close am I to him? Like, are we making up any ground?
Yeah, he at this point here he's pretty close. I'd say you're maybe a little bit closer up, but he's kind of like in this area here,
Okay.
somewhere like
And is
that.
that a gate ahead of us?
It's like a gate that goes out to
Like this is a gate?
Yep.
Okay. Is it open?
Yes.
Okay.
Stop that man!
I'm disguised as beloved actress Judy Garland, BMXing my way through town on a scooter. If I had a nickel every time I asked myself what would Judy Garland do in this situation? I think that since I've gone to the effort of disguising myself, I want to try to trick him, at least into not seeing me as the most immediate threat. So, I don't know how to make this a deception check. I want to try to cut him off. I want to try to like just skate past him, so I can get to the end of the dock before he can.
True.
And I guess I kind of want to try to do it without him realizing that I am, Gus. That's what I want to try to do. I want to try to pass him and like either stealth or deception, maybe. I mean, you could tell me obviously whatever you want me to roll, but that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. Do let me think here just for a second. Nice little fourth wall break here. Roll a persuasion to see if I'll let you do that.
Ooh, okay, that's fine. That's funny. That's a critical failure. That's a 6. That's a 6
Sad.
Rooney.
Sad. Looks like I won't let you do it after
Yeah,
all.
that's fine. That's fair.
All right, Core, go ahead.
All right. We've pretty much used everything
Getting real
except
close.
for the stuff that I have a -3 in. Um.
Feels bad.
All right.
Wow.
After having face planted,
so many things.
yep. After having face planted, hurt my arm real bad. I'm real mad again, so I'll burn another rage, and
Nice,
then
I like
just up and straight athletics, just book it after him again.
Nice.
So 23.
Nice. Yep. And let me see. And with that there, you all close in on him. And you Guska or Core, you manage to sprint ahead there past the rest. They're kind of closing in on him, and you just do a sweet like jump and just deck him into a box of crates.
Peaches go flying.
Nice. Yeah.
I sit on him and wait for the others to hop off their scooters and horses and all that.
That's
I do a sick like power slide to stop,
Nice.
and I throw gravel.
Yeah, his face, he's facing directly at you as you throw gravel into his face.
Best thing is like you do that and like it just looks like a little thing of dust, but you're like, where'd Gus go? Around and
Yeah.
like, dust settles just another couple inches, onto the ground.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, there he is.
Well, no, it does clear, and everyone is very confused to see beloved actress Judy Garland. And then I very dramatically remove the scarf and huge Hollywood sunglasses and say, "That's right, it was me the whole time."
I knew Hollywood was fake.
Oh no.
Nice. Okay. So you all get up to him there. So take it away. Often there, he's grunting, sitting on him, Core.
So, what do we want to do with him, guys? Do we want to tie him up and take him back to our safe house for questioning?
How close are we to the safe house? Like, we've moved towards the docks, obviously.
Let me think here. So, okay. I was trying to think. I don't really have this mapped down too much of a science, but from what I can, I think this is supposed to be the empty net, or not? Yeah, the empty net.
Okay.
This is kind of over here is kind of like the deck, or not the deck, the docks area. So maybe say that that's kind of, but that's also where the town council and stuff. I'll say this is really a kind of a poor map. It's really not a good sign. I'll say maybe it's like around here. So you probably don't have too far to go if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah, take them back.
I think if it's not too far, we could take him back.
Yeah.
If we think if there would be like draw a lot of attention.
I mean, we probably don't want to just kill a guy out in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
No.
No, but we could. Yeah.
Do we want to kill him?
Listen. I'll talk. Okay.
I mean, I definitely thought we were going to kill him. Are we not killing him?
I thought we wanted to use him to get information about the group that hired him.
Well, yeah, but then we kill him. Or no, wait. Were we going to let him go if he tells us?
Well, maybe we'll decide once we get back. We could kill him then once we get back.
We could also make a very impressive ally out of him. Like, he didn't attack us as an enemy. He was just getting paid to do it.
Are
Yeah,
you
but
sure about that?
he-
We don't
Oh,
even know a
that's
thing about
true.
this guy yet.
That's very true.
I look at him and
Let's interrogate him.
yeah.
yeah. So, and we're definitely this is all like in game saying all of this out loud. So
Yeah,
he
right in front
definitely
of him
hears
while
it.
he's in
Yeah.
the peach pit.
So the plan
Yeah.
is we're maybe killing him if he tells us, and definitely killing him if he doesn't. Right? That's the plan.
Or we don't make plans that far ahead of time. We'll decide
Okay.
once he starts talking, and maybe he'll convince us otherwise.
Help,
And
help the man up.
I
Dave.
picked up a peach and was eating a peach as I was talking. But yeah,
Nice.
Okay.
we
you
tie him up
do
and
get
we
paid for that.
walk him
You are in the
back.
market.
Oh, I toss him a gold
For the mess.
for the mess.
Nice. An inspiration for that one.
Nice callback.
I will not steal this razor scooter that I have. I'm using. I will prop it up against the gate for the kid.
Nice. Sign it, Judy Garland.
Judy Garland. On this day, whatever date, Judy Garland did a sweet backflip in the market on this scooter.
We'll come back like 30 years later, and that scooter
It's
will still
over.
be right there with a plaque right above it.
Be like framed. Yeah.
On the 23rd of whatever, Judy Garland did a sick backflip on this scooter.
Should we I will tie my scarf around his eyes so he isn't
Yeah.
he doesn't know where we are going.
And I throw him over my shoulder and carry him back instead of walking him back. And I take weird routes.
Yeah.
Like, go
We
left,
turn around a
and
couple
right,
times.
turn around, go back, come back. Confused.
Maybe
him down.
you get a couple weird looks.
It's our friend's birthday party.
Nice. Roll a persuasion for that.
Can I maybe do a deception instead?
Yeah, okay, deception works too. Yeah.
Oh wait, they're the same either way. Hey,
Nice.
Oh, nice. How old's he turning?
21.
Core's
Wow,
like,
he
Core's
looks
like,
like
wait,
he's 65.
Well, he's got a scarf around his face. They can't
Oh.
see his face very
right.
well.
That's fair. That's fair.
but when you say that this is your friend's birthday, Core's like, wait, it's my birthday?
No cool.
The guy's like the person gives you a little I don't even know. I was gonna a little toy trinket or something. Ah, yeah, here's for his birthday.
Oh, he's gonna love. What is it?
It's a little card figure of Judy Garland on a laser scooter.
He's gonna love this. Thank you.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So, let's see here what we got. We can do. Okay. So yeah, so you take him back to the safe house.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And just so you guys know, the reason Oceanus is not with you is because he said he'll go back to the ship after your meeting there. He kind of wanted to go back to the.
Somebody needs to pick up a feat where we can speak his language.
Right.
What language is it? Is it like Aqua something?
It's Aquan and Elvish.
Aquan.
So
the really annoying thing is that Cedric spoke Aquan and it never came up.
nice.
Nice.
And now
wait.
I think speaks it.
I remember that. I think.
Yeah. I thought
yeah,
it would
I
be
remember.
practical for a sailor.
Aren't you like? I think like right when I first joined the first session, I think you were gonna like try to talk to like, or like it was on a casino boat.
Oh yeah.
I think you were wanting to talk to the dolphins or something like that, if
Oh
I
yeah.
remember correctly. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let me see if I
I
can
only
get this.
have one language here selected. Which I should be giant as well, but yeah. Anyway. Sorry, go on.
Get a cool token for him, but let's see. I guess during this time, you guys can say what you're planning on doing with him.
Well, we'll get him inside. Make sure no one's looking.
Yeah.
No one's watching us.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have like one common room, and then there are several bedrooms. And are these like are downstairs? Are they like storerooms?
Yeah. So these floors here are your second stories. This is your third story, and then this is the basement area.
This is the basement.
Ah,
Yeah, because
Okay.
you can see this
And
little thing here. It goes out to the
gotcha.
right. So you can bring like a boat in and dock it at this little plank thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect for less smuggling.
Yeah. Take him down to the storage room, stuff him in a barrel.
Well, I think that's like an attic then. You said that's upstairs?
No, this
This here.
Oh,
Yeah.
this one.
All right. This is the attic. This is the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, let's take him down there. No, we don't want to stuff him in a barrel. Let's interrogate him though. Yeah.
Oh right, well, we're
Wanna
gonna
pickle
ask
him?
him first before we stuff him in a barrel and throw him in the ocean. I forgot.
Because if we put him in a barrel, all he's gonna say is, "Why am I in a barrel?"
I guess I can see some logic to that, but I will be back in just a couple seconds here.
Grab some more water too, then.
And I am going to brush up on the films of Judy Garland. Because now, if it comes up, I have to get it right. Wait, what?
All right, there we go.
Did you guys know that Judy Garland is Liza Minnelli's mom.
Oh.
Wait, what? When
Yes, I'm researching thoroughly into Judy
Oh, what?
Garland now, and I found out that she is Liza Minnelli's mom.
I think
Yeah,
I knew that actually.
I
because
googled Judy Garland and I saw pictures of Liza Minnelli, and I was like, what is she doing here?
yeah,
Blew me away.
Hmm.
that's interesting. I definitely can see it. Yeah. Okay, cool. So
We sit him on a chair, and I want to slap him across the face first, but I hold back.
nice.
I let the others
Instead,
ask questions first.
You you produce a plate and a knife and a fork, and you start screeching it on the plate.
Oh.
No. So okay, yeah, go ahead.
All right. Let's try this again, shall we? You are Voss Brack.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that? You kind of cut out.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Boss Brack.
See, that wasn't that hard, huh?
I
We're
pat
getting there.
I pat him on the head.
Yeah.
Why'd you run from us earlier?
Are you there, Matt?
All right. Yeah. Can you hear me?
We can now.
Yeah, right now, I didn't hear you said anything.
It's not
Marlin.
9 o'clock yet. Don't be cutting out yet.
It's true.
Marcus has started the downloads early tonight.
Oh no.
Um. Okay. Um. Well, to answer questions about this type of thing, especially not for well, or especially for previous jobs.
I understand.
So why did you want to talk to us in the first place?
That was perhaps my mistake. I wanted to see how serious you were about finding me.
Well, we're equally as serious about finding someone else. If you can help us, maybe it can be helping yourself.
All right.
So we've heard that when we were kidnapped, that was a job that was done for the Scarlet Brotherhood.
That's it's possible, but I got my orders from the Sea Princes.
Ooh. And why did they told you to kidnap us specifically?
That was the job. I've been out of the game for a while now, and I owed them a favor for something long ago, and
Did they tell you why they wanted us?
don't ask questions in this type of work.
Fair enough. I understand. That's literally Gus's character flaw.
Yeah.
So, do you
I
know
was told-
anything? So, do you know anything about the Scarlet Brotherhood?
I know some things.
Well, speak.
The fact is, I try to stay out of Saltmarsh. I've been in and out a couple times, but I know that they've got their hands in here somewhere. They've gotten better since I've
So
been
you're
around, since my days.
so you've worked jobs for the Scarlet Brotherhood before?
No, I don't work for them. Only a low life would work for them.
Sorry,
So
Matt.
what?
This might be something that we've
Oh,
talked about before, but I don't have anything in
mhm.
my notes. Do we have any idea what the Scarlet Brotherhood are? Is that a thing that people in the area talk about? Are there
No, I
rumors or
mean,
anything? Nothing.
no, you really don't
Okay.
hear anything.
Yeah, you had said something about before that they were like a myth, or like as
Hmm.
in
Right, kind of like the
Oh,
Illuminati,
yes.
something kind of like that, where it's like, oh, yeah, they're behind the scenes pulling everything, all the strings and stuff like
Okay.
that.
yeah,
But
So
no
they're
one really
secret and
believes.
nefarious, basically.
Yeah. So what are you normally up to? How do you how have you run into the Scarlet Brotherhood before?
oh, they they've wanted the same, or they'd want the same man as I was hired for, and uh, to fight them for it. So they're not always keen when they see me,
So
or
you
they're
a
not always
mercenary?
they're not keen. I was bounty hunter long ago, but like I said, those days are behind me.
Kind of like a Mandalorian, huh?
Yeah, kind of like that. Um, but right, obviously, going for this shit. So
Yeah. Um, so who were you hired to find, or did you say kill?
and for then,
Sorry, I broke up a bit there.
right? Could you clarify your question or a little bit?
Yeah, you talked about that you and the Brotherhood were both hired to find the same man.
Oh, this happened a couple times. Just people causing trouble. For,
No one in particular.
no, for your time.
Who is this rival?
Um, no one that
Can I?
matters anymore.
I don't know if I have to make an insight check or whatnot, but does this guy seem like he wants to be an enemy of ours, or is it kind of like we got off on the bad or the wrong foot? Like,
um, roll your inside if you want. Yeah. Um, he doesn't want to be your enemy. He's just kind of annoyed. He didn't want this to become anything more than it was.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
then yeah. So I mean, he'll happily go back to living his life in seclusion the way he was before.
Yeah.
But
It
after
seems to
hearing,
me like we were just a job.
yeah, yep, that's basically it. He was, he had because of a favor, he was called out, and had to do this. And then once he heard you asking around, he kind of got suspicious and kind of wanted to find out a little bit more about what happened as far as like how did you get free, or
yeah.
what did they do? What did they want with you?
So, do you know of any way we can contact, or not? Maybe contact isn't the right word. Find a member of this Scarlet Brotherhood.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah. Who contracted you?
oh, like I said, Sea Princes.
Yes, but
Gary
like
on
how?
Oh.
Like did they
Oh.
find you in a bar or send you a letter or do you have a handler?
I've heard
Oh.
that you find us and people can't find you.
That's true. Fact is, Garion has ways of finding people too, and but it's probably best to tell him where I'm at.
Garion.
So, Garion, Manfred, the leader of the Sea Princes.
Oh.
Wait, Manfreda?
Yeah,
Wait, he's the guy in the council, right?
who was the guy that was
Oh, wait.
he was the leader of the Sea Princes back when she
Oh, right.
signed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the other name on the
Oh.
contract.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, the name for the Sea Princes. Yeah.
And that was Garion Manfred?
That's like the baseball's commissioner, right?
Yeah, that's a Manfred, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Rob Manfred.
Rob Manfred.
Yeah, that sounds right.
They might be related. Let's go after him, see if he knows anything.
Where is your brother?
And
Somebody
why
get
won't he
after
let
him
the
on
big
Twitter.
strong men use steroids anymore?
Oh man.
So
I
you
just want to drop a hot take real quick that I believe that steroids should not only be allowed but should be mandatory in baseball.
Should be encouraged.
I want to see 600-foot home runs. Are you kidding me?
Exactly. Like that's what they need to have. Like Olympics where everyone can dope and like see
Oh
how
my
incredible
gosh.
they can do
yeah,
stuff.
they'd call
I
it
think those were
the. They
I
could
think
call
those
it
were
the
called
Dope
the Sochi
Olympics, you know?
Olympics.
Literally because everybody be doping, and also because
Yeah.
they'd be dope,
Exactly. I mean,
That would
like,
be dope.
imagine how much cooler it'd be.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Anything
Now,
else that you want to?
so you mentioned that you'd had a member of the Dark, or the not the Dark Brotherhood, Scarlet Brotherhood, that you were sometimes ended up going after the same target. Do you know who the member, or do you know any of the members of the Scarlet Brotherhood? Is what I'm trying to ask. And who are they? And I wind up and get ready to smack him if he doesn't say what I like.
Oh, you won't like this.
Well, you
All the
won't like
ones I
this
knew.
either.
All the ones I knew are dead.
Oh man.
I mean, that makes sense. I
Dangerous
believe
game.
him, but can I roll insight on that? I got a 24.
Nice. Yeah. It seems from what you can, yeah.
He's an
It
old
makes
guy.
sense. Yeah. Like basically, he was in, how do we say this? In the game, 20 years ago, doing stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it's he or 10 years ago even. He would. But then since that, he's dropped down. He's lost a lot of contacts and stuff like that. And
It's kind of
it's a
curious,
dangerous
isn't it, that this secret brotherhood, this like nefarious, powerful group would hire someone who's been out the game and isn't sharp and almost like they wanted it to not work.
They didn't hire him. The Sea Princess hired him.
Well, that too. Like why? Like surely they have assets. Why would they hire this guy who is not at the top of his game anymore? That's been retired for so long. I just think that's curious and interesting. Something I'm thinking about. I'll ask him that. Actually, like,
Okay.
why? Why would they hire you? Like, you're no offense. I know you're a professional, but you've been out the game for a while.
Oh, I was the best at my time. Always got my man.
Well, that's fair. He did catch us. How did you do it?
And where's my great axe?
Ooh, that's actually
this time. Now I actually smack him.
Nice.
You'd better tell him I cannot hold him back. He's way bigger than me.
Oh,
Oh wait, whoops, that's not an attack roll.
What did you do? Nice strength.
Wait, is it?
No,
No, an attack roll would be plus my proficiency, so 14 to hit.
Are you proficient with unarmed strikes?
Or not? Okay. I
Isn't
guess
that
not.
a thing that that
Could
monks
be,
are?
yeah.
But not everyone is.
Yeah. Yep. Dang it. Just in case it hits. Actually, no, wait, it's just my strength. If I do hit him, it's 4 damage, I think.
But you are gonna hit him or not?
Oh, I
Until he
swing at him.
answers. Oh,
If an 11 hits, he wants to hit him.
I mean, I'd say the guy's kind of at disadvantage, or kind of,
Fair.
I mean,
True.
tied up and
Tied up.
stuff.
He's
I'm
tied
sure
up.
the 19 would hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So just 4 damage, not 7. It's just
yeah,
my
okay.
strength.
He spits the blood away. I can see you become quite fond of it. Well,
I was fond of that one, but I couldn't find it, so I had to buy this one. Which, this one's alright too, I guess.
I put a Mickey in your drinks at the tavern, and persuaded you to come outside with me, and loaded you up on a wagon, and I threw your weapons out in the river.
How dare you?
So why us? Why did you pick us?
The
target
key
people
princes
of
asked for us
Robar.
by name.
Yeah, you were the targets.
Which is weird, right? Like a fisherman and 2 low time smugglers. I wonder that's really weird, right?
Yeah, he
They
adds.
didn't go for a council member. They didn't go for someone rich.
Now, I'm just throwing this out there, out of game. There is also the very distinct possibility that it was just a very easy way to get 3 people from various places in the city into one place at one time.
I mean, that's totally true.
There is that.
That's fair.
But also, there may be more to it.
Yep. Fair point.
Yeah, he adds this that all was I haven't. Oh yeah, I managed to load you onto a wagon. The little difficult, but nothing I couldn't handle. I was almost out of town when this young manservant came out of nowhere, and as he passed by, arm slid out from the cart. To take him to. So I wagon took you to that mansion, drop off point.
And that's all you know.
That's all.
Hmm.
I do wish I could help you more, as it seemed this is an interesting plight of yours, but that's all.
All right.
Oh.
I am going to say to my friends that I think this guy's been pretty cooperative and doesn't seem to really wish us any particular ill will. I think as a professional courtesy corps, we're not so different. I don't think we should kill him.
But he took my great sword or great axe and threw it in the river.
I mean, he did. That's true, but I have a good alignment core.
Can I at least smack him one more time? Please.
How does he look?
He has
After taking a shot.
There's a little bit of blood on his lip. That last strike.
Okay. You, I'll say to him, to Voss, no hard feelings. It's just business, I guess. And I'm just gonna leave.
I kind of go up real close to him, and then I do the thing where I pretend like I'm gonna backhand him, but then really I just take my hand up real fast and like scratch the back of my head and don't actually hit him, and then walk out just to see him flinch.
Yeah. Doesn't flinch.
Oh wait, he doesn't?
Cold as ice.
No.
He's a pro.
All right, I can respect it, and I walk away.
I respect it.
I could just imagine Corin maybe actually do it a couple more times where he's actually like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do
What
the.
about now?
Yeah.
What about now?
This time? Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Okay, cool.
Wait, are we just gonna let him walk out of here and know where we are, or do we handcuff him and blindfold him and lead him away?
Yeah, it's how we blindfold him and lead him
Yeah.
away.
Yeah. We should take him away from the house and drop him off somewhere. Tell him to count to 100 before he takes the scarf off.
100? That's gonna take years. Just 20.
Let's stick with 100, Core. It's a fair punishment.
Yeah, make a good point.
Okay, so do you do that then? You take him somewhere to.
Maybe we drop him off right where we tied him up, and
Okay.
and if those people are still out there, we're like, it's crazy birthday.
Yeah. I'll say it's probably it's dark by now, so you probably have some cover of night to carry him out.
So I'm just trying to remember. I'm guessing that manservant that spotted an arm falling out of the wagon, and then he took him too. That was the guy that was with us at the beginning.
Yeah. Anders Manson, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just trying to think. Did he say he didn't, like, we wouldn't have remembered anything because our drinks were messed with. But did that guy say he didn't remember anything at all, or did he tell us?
That's what he said. Yeah, he didn't remember anything either. Maybe he drugged him too, though.
I guess. Yeah, that would make sense. Probably would have.
One thing here, maybe as you drop him off, do you leave him? I'm guessing you don't. He's not tied up, but he has a blindfold on still.
Yeah. We don't want him to see which direction we go. Tell him to count to 100 before he takes it off.
As you do that, before you leave, he says, "I did." Or sorry, forget that.
It sounded like I was going to be real good.
No, sorry, I was reading the wrong thing. No, you asked about the Scarlet Brotherhood. That they partially put me out as they were good job messily to purposely cause confusion. And I was no longer needed for the others. The fact is, I do have suspicions of who a local leader might be. Uh, but the hitman always recognizes one of his own.
A what man?
Oh, a hitman.
Hitman.
I mean, man, whatever, like maybe not in such a loose term, but
So who is this person that you suspect?
Oh.
It's totally Anders. I still don't trust that guy.
You
Who?
never suspect it. That's the genius of it. I'm sure if you investigate on your own, you'll come to the same conclusion that I did.
So is this guy a hitman?
No, sorry. When I said that, it was more of like a term for bounty hunter type of
Got it.
person.
Okay.
Sorry.
So he's saying that there's someone else in town who's a bounty hunter who is a member of the Crimson Brotherhood.
But yes, it's
Crimson and Scarlet, same
Dark,
color.
same thing.
the dark
The Red
crimson.
Brothers.
It's not the same. Scarlet is Buckeye's colors. Crimson is darker than that.
I think if you, and then at that point in time, he'll clutch up to his chest, and you'll see an arrow sticking out from it with
shit.
Which
dark
way did the
red.
arrow come from? I run after that in that direction.
I turn it and want to fire an arrow back if I see anything.
You turn, and from what you can tell, because it's dark, you don't really have a great way of seeing. Yeah,
well,
it looks like it came.
Check on it then.
Okay, go ahead.
I actually have a healer's kit, don't I? Is that?
Good point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you would have that healer's kit.
I don't know if I have to do medicine and a healer's kit or what.
Nice. You go on and you sense, and it seems like while there was some blood coming out of the arrow, it from the wound area, as you feel his pulse, you can see it's gone.
Kill shot.
That bastard. We should have kept him inside our safe room. So these people must have followed us.
Can I take the arrow?
Sure. Yeah.
Is there anything like remarkable about it? Anything distinguishing?
It looks like it's from like a really say like a small crossbow type of, like more like a little bolt type of thing.
A crossbow.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we know anybody that carries a crossbow? I feel like is that a thing? Did Eleander have a crossbow?
I don't think that I don't think you would have
Okay.
seen him. No, I don't
I'm
believe so.
thinking about something else, I guess.
I think Drexel, I think, had a crossbow. Maybe I think that might be who you're thinking of. He was the guy that went up with you to deliver the.
Yeah, the escort.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's not above suspicion, right? He is like some kind of drug dealer, maybe, or something, some kind of smuggler. But he is the one that said, he's the one that told us about Fossbrack and the Scarlet Brotherhood.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Although if the Scarlet Brotherhood does job sloppy on purpose, that fits? I don't know. I'm in the weeds.
Um, um, I guess, is there anything that you want to do with the body? Leave it there, or you can, I don't know.
I don't want to be suspected of murder if we're friends with the council.
Mhm.
So we should probably call a guard.
Okay.
That's what
But
Gus
maybe
does things.
maybe keep the arrow
Yeah.
just in case we can identify something on it, something unique.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if you want to go find a guard and call him over,
hmm
I'm guessing does he still have the blindfold on, or
No.
No.
We would have taken it off when he got shot.
yeah.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
when Shen tried to do a medicine check,
Yeah.
Right.
And that guy never saw it coming.
he didn't.
Wow.
Poor guy.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. The guard will come over, and I'm guessing you would have told him on the way everything like that. And so he goes and calls a couple other guards over to go and search the rooftops to see if they can find anything. And then he'll go and call their equivalent of a coroner to come out and take the body, and they'll try to see if they can find maybe someone who might be able to identify it. Otherwise, they'll put it in an unmarked grave in the cemetery.
That's a
Seems
shame.
sad.
Yeah. I feel a little bad because he probably could have just stayed in hiding if we hadn't been searching for him.
He knew the
And
risks
again,
when he
maybe
took the
that's
job,
what
though.
they wanted us to find him for. Maybe
That's why he told us about him.
right, because they couldn't find him.
Actually, yeah. Also, with what's going on here, Arabella will come over to you as you're still kind of there at the area with the town or with the guards. She said that she was passing through and heard some commotion and came over.
We check her hands for crossbow residue.
Ballistics.
Ballistics, yeah.
Nice. Says it's lucky that I ran into you. I had a discussion at the council after you left, and we have a task for you if you're up to it.
Yeah, I'd say our docket's pretty empty.
Yep.
There's an island just off the coast here that really be pivotal in fending off attacks from the sea, and especially in the upcoming threat of the Sahaugen. Uh, see it is necessary to perhaps have a watchtower or perhaps a guard tower built on it. Um, we've actually attempted for a while now to have something put up there, but attempts have been futile as every group sent has been well, sounds silly to say, but warded off by hordes of undead, to say it bluntly. We've the town council have voted in favor of requesting you to exterminate the threat.
I'm sure they did.
We've,
They did.
What is this island just a part of Saltmarsh, or is it an island that has a name?
Yeah, it's excuse me. It's known as the Abbey of the Isle. Sorry, wow, how stupid. Isle of the Abbey. There is because there is was an abbey on there. populated by evil clerics and their followers. Recently,
Uh-huh.
however,
And
the
odd
pi-
mishmash monsters.
These
Re-
these clerics raising the dead, having undead army. Is there any news of a guy called Dalman there? That's probably who started it.
We've actually had reports. We've discovered that pirates recently ransacked the Isle, and much to our delight, the battle left both factions weakened. We've had the Mariners
be
Guild
eager.
send out a force ashore, and the remaining pirates were either killed or driven off by the guild soldiers.
So it's either going to be a lot easier, or now they have an undead army and a zombie pirate army.
The
Nice.
island seems to be abandoned. There is still the danger of the undead guarding the only safe approach.
Sure. Okay.
We're willing to pay 2,000 gold pieces if you can
Well.
and explore the island and clear it of any threats. We are serious about getting this taken done. It's something that has been overlooked and needs to be taken care of.
Okay.
We have a contact for you, a major wake stationed at a lighthouse on a nearby island, and he should be able to provide any information to you. I would suggest visiting him first.
Sorry, what was his name?
Wake.
Major
Wake.
Wake?
Wake. AE.
Wait just a minute.
Okay.
And with that,
I wanted to do something else too, real quick, Matt.
Okay.
Can I do an insight check on when she said that she was just in the area?
Mhm.
That's a 9.
Hmm.
I guess
mean,
I'm probably.
yeah.
I was looking for a
say,
tell, but
yeah.
that's not a good roll.
I mean, it really did seem like she was nearby. There's
Mhm.
it's kind of close to the market area, so
Mhm,
it wouldn't be
Sure.
strange.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good to me.
Okay, cool. Well, I think we'll end it there then. So,
Okay.
yeah. So, with that, yeah. Next time we'll start off then with that. So,
Very good.
Okay. Cool.
all right,
Good.
all right.
All right.
I will see you guys next time.
Yep.
Yeah.
See ya.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks.